So I was just walking across campus and someone was like, watch out. And then there's all these snowballs just coming at you. Most people coming to Michigan don't know about how to defend themselves in a good snowball fight. So, you just see people, you join up with the squad and you get into it.
What we're talking about is preparation for the rest of your life. You get to have these two somewhat polar opposite experiences, kind of all in your undergraduate. The years that are really shaping who you are as a person.
I wanted to go to a place where I knew that the curriculum was not only developed for me academically, but also culturally and socially.
The HBCU experience, specifically for students of color, is unlike anything you can get anywhere else in this world.
To see guys, from our freshman year talking about starting companies or going to law school, all these kind of things that, I never really had exposure to. And so it really set my bar even higher.
The HBCU was somewhat of a training ground for what I consider to be game time.
Everything I heard about Michigan let me know that there was a strong path to success.
I wanted to hone in on those technical skills that I know I would need being an engineer.
That's where I think you really see the cutting edge research. That's where you see faculty members at the forefront of where science and technology and engineering lies. Being in that space can only be afforded to you at places like Michigan.
You are at one of the toughest places ever made. This is a real challenge. Once you get through this, there will be very few things that you won't be able to tackle. What you're doing right now is very powerful. Use that as a motivation to continue when things do get rough. This is not easy.
Michigan held a luncheon for potential transfer students, and they would tell us, the good and the bad about the Michigan experience.
I think my most challenging thing was trying to convince myself that I belonged here.
It was really, really hard to see some of my peers appearing to transition very, very smoothly. And for my own self, feeling as though maybe I was not ready.
It is easy if you're not diligent to kind of get a little lost, just get kind of absorbed into, just trying to get through classes, mastering the material, right?
This idea that if I'm struggling, right, then it's on me to make sure I catch up and I learn everything that I can to keep up with the class. That took a little bit of getting used to.
And honestly, it was that breaking, if you will, that really allowed me to build the foundation that I have today.
I went and sought help because I wasn't where I wanted to be. I went through it, talked with faculty, talked to people at the transfer office, talked with students who had been there, right? And, I made a readjustment.
One thing that I did was make sure that I have my safe set of friends, and those are friends my Spelman sisters or other African Students Association or other people, other groups that I identify with that I don't have to think too much about being myself.
We partied together, we hung out together, we socialized together, but we also worked hard together. And so having that smaller community really helped out a lot. And anybody will tell you that engineering is a team sport in many respects, right?
Michigan's a place where you can, become your best self. But you have to work to be your best self, You have to take all of the opportunities.
In your engineering career, you don't know what kind of companies, who your clients will be. You never know the kind of environments that you'll end up having to work in or serve in. So you want to make sure you gather those skills to remain your authentic self in whichever space you're in.
You will be challenged. You will be stretched far beyond your expected stretching. However, if you're willing to remain humble, you're willing to ask for help, you're willing to raise your hand, you're willing to go above and beyond, those are the types of things that I do believe will help continue to mold you and prepare you for the next stage.
I see it looks like the leads are snapped off. I have these random moments where I just take a step back and try and like take it all in.
I was like so excited for graduation. I did not think I'll be coming back to grad school, so I was like, this is it. Like,
as I got older, as I got, as my eyes opened up wider, I started to realize how, how much weight like a Michigan degree carries, right?
I think it was all about just recognizing how much I learned about myself.
My biggest motivator is that other people have done it before. The fact that I've gone through this dual degree program, that means anybody can do it.
Being in an environment where it's clear that you are wanted and you are needed, that's where I think a lot of where your success will inevitably come from. You matter to them, you're not just a number.
I am so glad that I took the leap of faith, got out of my comfort zone, and came to Michigan.